Hello guys, so in this video we are going to talk about how this roofing company makes over $2 million every single month, and we are going to be going over all the systems they use, from getting leads in to qualifying the leads to job delivery and then to tracking, right? Now this video will be very useful for you if you have a roofing company or you work with one. So watch this video until the end so you can implement some of these systems for your company. Now let's start with how they get leads in. Well, they have Google Ads running. So when we check their Google Ads page, we can see that they have they have so many ads running right now. So let me do over the last 30 days, and let's see how many ads they got. So they have 78 ads over the last 30 days alone, which shows you that they are very intentional about these ads and then getting clients in, right? So that's for Google Ads. Now the interesting part, they don't have any Meta ads running right now, because when you check on their ads library, it's empty. But then they have an Instagram page which they don't have any huge following. And then when I checked, their recent post was they don't have any recent post. Their last post was, I think, in 2025, July or something, right? And then on Facebook too, they don't have, yeah, enough following. So it means that they are usually dependent on Google Ads and then referrals and then reviews and then stuff like that, maybe SEO. But then the same thing for their LinkedIn. They don't have huge following. They have only 836 followers. Okay. Now that's for the getting leads in part. So they mainly depend on Google Ads to get new leads in, and then maybe referrals and stuff like that. Now when we come to how they qualify and then close leads, right? This is how their website looks like. Okay. So when you go onto their website, it's a very simple website. And then what you notice is that from the start, they give you one single option on their website. Okay, get a free estimate. One single option on their website, get a free estimate. Right. Now I see this mistake with a lot of roofing companies where they have a lot of different things. Contact us here, email us here. But one thing you notice that is very clear when you get on this site is they ask you to get a free estimate, and then you put your first name, last name, email, location, search, service, right? So you can select your location and then select service. But then let's say you click on this free estimate, right? So let's see how the form actually looks like. So the same thing, first name, last name, phone, email, select location, select service. And then you submit and then you get free estimate. Now it's here. I just wanted to show you some of the locations they have. So you, as a roofing company, you can have multiple locations or locations you service. So you add all this to the form. So you can qualify them with an automation I'll talk about later. So that's that. And then here are the services, right? They also have multiple services. Now, what happens after you fill out this form? Okay, let's say you fill out the form. What happens? Well, they will definitely qualify you. So now, based on your zip, that's the location, they qualify the lead, and then they rank the lead, right, based on the answers they've given. If it's a hot lead or that lead. Now, after this ranking, they then assign the lead using the claim system, right, to target the 60-second rule, which speculates that if you call every lead that comes in within 60 seconds, then you will have 50% lead close ratio. So that's from when a new lead comes in to close. So it means for every single person that clicks on your website, you have a 50% chance of closing every single person. That's that. So and then they close. Now what happens after here? They will definitely have a system that does this estimate and then invoicing, because with the volume of leads coming in, they can't do everything manual. So they'll definitely have this system. But then what we help our clients implement is that we have a sales and estimating system that does this. Right? I talked about this in a previous video and how we do that. Then after this, a crew is then assigned, which is also automated and then we solve for that using our job scheduling system, and then the job is done. So now when the job is done, we then ask for a review. This is also automated. That's why they have hundreds of reviews. This is very crucial. If you don't have this, that's why you see some roofing companies having like just 5 or 4 reviews. But if you have this, if you dial the system in, you can get much more reviews. And that's that for that. So now we come to the most important part, right? I have to say that this, without this tracking, it's like if you can't see the problem in the business, then how can you really fix it? You don't know if the problem is with your ads, with your sales rep, it's with your you know, your job delivery, it's with your invoicing system and stuff like. So if you can't see the problem, you can't fix it. So that's where this tracking system comes in. So with the tracking, yeah, you can see a whole dashboard that you can review each and every single week to find out, or each and every single month, find out what's performing well and then what you can change about that. So that's how we solve for that using the reporting system. Now, this was a quick walkthrough on how this roofing company makes over $2 million every single month. Okay, now this wouldn't have been possible if they didn't have automations qualifying the lead, ranking the lead, assigning the lead, automating the estimating and invoice paid, automating the job delivery, automating the reviews, and then having good tracking systems, right? This wouldn't have been possible because they wouldn't have been able to scale with the amount of leads coming in. Okay, and that's what we see with most companies nowadays. They hire an agency or they hire people working in the background who set this whole systems up for them, and they can solely just focus on the business and how to manage their clients and managing their their employees or reps. Now let me show you what you get if you hire us to work or if you want to work with us. Right. So we'll give you the lead intake and qualification system. So what we do is that we check your website. Right. First, we check your website. I don't know why I didn't add it here. We check your website to see if the website is optimized like this. It has a single goal. Right. We check for that. Right. And if not, we give you a website. We give you a website here, and then implement the star scoring system so you can know the rank for every lead, whether they are a 5-star lead or 1-star lead. Then you decide how to prioritize them. You have the claim system that helps you target the 60-second rule, where you can try and call every lead within 60 seconds. Once this is done, then give you the job schedule, job delivery, and then invoicing system. That's the sales and estimating system, and then the job scheduling system, then the review requesting system, and then the reporting system, and then the project management integration system. So now what this means is that we can integrate all of this into the project management software you have, whether be it ClickUp or Notion. And then we can also integrate it with the communication software you use, whether it's Slack or WhatsApp. Okay. So you can have everything integrated. So now if you need our help implementing some of the systems for your company, I have a link to my Instagram in the description below. Just send me a DM and then we'll take it from there.